We have an enemy. This enemy is fueled by our pain, hurt, emotional distress, and experiences. This enemy uses our pain. They use our experiences to manipulate, destroy, and recruit those of us who are impressionable. This enemy masquerades as your brother and your sister. They look just like you and I. They make you believe that they speak from a place of love, concern. They make you believe that they have your best interests at heart because they've been there too. They tell your story. They put your experiences into words. They paint a picture that you can relate to. And once they have you comfortable, listening, in awe of the way they just seem to understand and speak to your heart, your past, your memories, they create an image of an enemy, cause you to fear this image, to hate this image. They use your pain and turn it into anger. They need your anger. And then they begin their hate speech. They begin preaching their hate, but you can't see it because of the manipulation and brainwashing, just like a cult, just like terrorists, just like Hitler. This is a political, racial, gender terrorism. There are black men spewing hateful propaganda against black women to other black men in order to create division and hate towards black women, to create animosity, disgust, to fuel the aggression. They promote murder, rape, and black female genocide. There are black women that prey on other black women and spew hatred and use manipulative tactics to cause black women to hate black men. Hitler used the frustrations of the Germans to put himself in a position of power. He manipulated and brainwashed a group of people in order to destroy another group. Donald Trump was placed in power because he catered and pandered to a group of frustrated people. He then pumped them with more hate in order to get in power. There's no difference to what's happening here, other than this is much more sophisticated. This is much more demonic and manipulative. This is from the inside out. Our enemy will be standing right next to us, look like us, talk like us. They will be our brothers and sisters, a Trojan horse within the black community. They use the same not all tactic that racist white people have used in the past to justify our genocide. We say not all black women or not all black men, and they preach that you must destroy all just in case. No such thing as a good black man or a good black woman, and the very few are unicorns. So they push their hate in the disguise of love and motivation. When I first became aware of this, I thought it was just a few black men who were preaching hate against black women, demonizing and chastising all black women for the actions of a few. But now I see this is on both sides. Black women are demonizing and chastising all black men, but their reasoning is that they are merely fighting back and have had enough. Strangely, this is the same rhetoric and narrative the black men who wish for black female genocide use, that they are merely just fighting back. You've been hurt, abused, lied to. They hate you. They don't want you. So they preach that you clap back. They promote their hate. They demand you abort all black male babies. They demand that you have nothing to do with black men at all. No more black sons. That means no more black men. And what happens when there are only black women left? Well, eventually there'll be no more black people. The black men who hate black women also promote that black men should not have children with black women. Again, this will eventually mean no more black people. They lie to you and tell you that you need a voice, and they are your voice. They will speak for you. They will give you life. They will fight for you. In return, you give them money to fund their organizations. They manipulate you in order to take your money so they can push their hateful, demonic message to more impressionable black men and black women, and even black children. These black men and women tell you that white supremacy does not exist, that it's a farce, an excuse. They use the same rhetoric that racist white people use. Oh, you want to blame everything on the white man. So the white man's fault. The white man the devil, huh? Oh, you think you all kings and queens. The only people I've heard mock black people with those phrases are white people. But yet these black men and black women do the same. They mock us with the white supremacist tactics. But then they in turn blame each other. These people are agents of white supremacy. The black man that bashes black women and tells you it's because he loves his people. He hates bad black attitudes. The black woman who bashes black men and says she's sick and tired of the abuse. But in turn, they both preach genocide of black children. They promote the white man and the white woman as your savior. These people are the right hand of the devil. They work for the devil. They manipulate and recruit impressionable minds who then think that the message they regurgitate comes from the mind and the lessons of black men and black women who care and wish to protect them and uplift them. Little do they know, These are the words and the actions of white supremacy in blackface. They are building an army of believers who are unaware of their true intentions. The signs are there. Within these so-called black groups, there are always white people lurking, commenting, and they sit back and smile as we destroy each other from the inside out. Brothers and sisters, their message, which may be hidden and covered with what appears to be love, can easily be exposed. Look at the comments of their followers. They shall translate what is really meant in these videos. I stumbled across a channel today of a black woman who spews the vile hate to manipulate and turn black women against black men, to destroy the black community, to end the black family unit in the same way that Thomas Jerome Harris does. Brothers and sisters, be very careful. We're at war, and our enemy looks like us, talks like us, and is one of us. And there are so many of them. They have taken to the streets and social media to infect our community and destroy us. If you are a black man or a black woman who is involved in the destruction of the black community, you are my enemy. These people must be stopped at all costs. I need my people to wake up. Brothers and sisters, I need you to remember the basics of the black code. We do not steal from one another. We do not kill one another. We do not sell or offer drugs to one another. We do combine our dollars and buy collectively as a group. We protect our own women and children first. We educate our own at every chance. We do not fight one another. Brothers protect and build up one another. Sisters protect and build up one another. Brothers protect and build up sisters at all costs. Sisters protect and build up brothers at all costs. We look for every opportunity to start our own business, servicing the needs of our people first. Brothers and sisters, we're at war. White supremacy is using your brothers and sisters against you. We have to be aware of what is truly going on. I didn't realize what was actually happening. And as I started being made conscious of it, I even didn't know how deep and sophisticated it was. On a regular basis, when we discuss white supremacy, white people and even black people tell us that white supremacy does not exist. We must stop and rise above it. They say that we are the ones pushing the hatred. This is a ploy in order to keep us asleep and oblivious. Ignorance is what they require. Brothers and sisters, too many of us are asleep. We walk around blind. We don't even realize that our enemy looks like us and has befriended us while slowly manipulating us to do their work. Some of us don't even believe we are currently at war. But the truth is, we've been at war for decades. The rules have just changed. In 1978, a book was published as a novel. The book has specific directions on how to execute a race war successfully. How could a book like this be in publication? Well, it was written as a novel and promoted as fiction. This book is called The Turner Diaries. It was written by William Luther Pierce, founder of the white nationalist organization, National Alliance, published under the pseudonym Andrew MacDonald. The Turner Diaries depicts a violent revolution in the United States which leads to overthrowing the federal government, nuclear war, and ultimately a race war where blacks as well as other minorities are exterminated. The book was labeled a Bible of the racist right. How important is a book or a novel to us as black people? It's just a book, right? Well, I want you to think about the Bible. How much power does the Bible have? I mean, that's just a book, right? But people have been killed over the Bible. The Bible was used to do what Caesar couldn't. The Turner Diaries sold over 1 million copies. This book was bought by mainly white supremacists, one of which was Timothy McVeigh, who was convicted of the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. He was found with pages from the Turner Diaries stuffed in his pocket. His attack was a play-by-play of a chapter in the book regarding the bombing of FBI headquarters in the novel. The book was also found in the homes of John William King, convicted of dragging James Byrd, an African American, to his death in Jasper, Texas in 1998. As John King shackled James Byrd's leg to his truck, he was reported by witnesses to have said, "We're going to start the Turner Diaries early." David Copeland, a British neo-Nazi who killed 3 people in a bombing campaign against London's black communities in April 1999, quoted multiple phrases and exact passages from the Turner Diaries while being interviewed by police. A copy of the Turner Diaries and other neo-Nazi propaganda were found in the homes of Jacob D. Robita, who attacked 3 men in a gay bar in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Robita fled, killing a black hostage and a police officer before committing suicide. A copy of the Turner Diaries and neo-Nazi propaganda and items associated with white supremacy and Nazism were found in the house of Zach Davies, who was convicted of a racist murder attempt in Mold, Flintshire, United Kingdom, in September 2015. Recently, information was leaked that white supremacists have made tens of thousands of fake black accounts for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube in order to infiltrate and manipulate black men and women. It was stated that they had created active YouTube channels with videos with no faces in order to promote hatred against opposite genders of the black race and self-hate. masquerading as black men and women in order to radicalize young black men and women who will hate their brothers and sisters. This is part of their race war tactics. We no longer recognize our enemy. These faceless videos groom and brainwash real black men and women who then further push the divide within the black community. Brothers and sisters, this is not the beginning. Whether you believe there is a race war or not, it is indeed already in effect. We need to start arming ourselves with the knowledge of our enemies. I suggest you buy and read what they read so we know their next move. These books and books alike are their guides and clearly describe their intentions. Peace, love, and coconut oil.
Hey man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a black-owned, black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at angel_IKYG.